Hi, my name's Irrelevant, and I've been waiting all day for Purolator. I guess I can finally leave the house now, but now I'm gonna do the unboxing video I had planned. And I forgot to turn on all the lights. Now, in box number 2. How funny these should both come in at the same time. If only the specialty HDMI cables I ordered were in. But that seller shipped me the wrong cables and is currently giving me the runaround. This is fresh in from the US of A. Hopefully there's no wee beasties on here. I have pretty much spent all the money I have to spend on this right now, and well, if my problems still aren't solved, I'm SOL. Now, I mean, on all this, not just this thing. This is the cheapest one that I could find. The Atomos Ninja 2. Oh, look at that, all fancy displayed like that. It comes with one battery. Uses Sony batteries. This thing is tiny and cute. Look at how small this thing actually is. It looks bigger in the pictures. Then you pop on a battery. I wonder if it's charged. Feels plasticky for a pro grade piece of kit. And there's some button here. I don't know what that does yet. Okay, so if you don't know what this thing is, it's essentially like, you know, your old fashioned TV, DVD-R, VCR combos? That's what it is. It's a display screen. It's gonna show you what you're filming, HDMI in, but it records too. See if I turn it on if anything happens. I'm assuming that's the power button. This isn't said to be broken. Maybe the battery. Oh, I remember now. It has 2 battery slots. You have to have the first one. You have to start it on the first battery slot. Apparently, after it's running, you can switch batteries. You can put one in slot 2 and then take out the one in slot 1. Basically, it has redundant power, so you can hot swap batteries while it's running and keep it going. Oh, there it goes. It's on. Now, I think it's a touchscreen. ProRes. Okay, well, I want to use Avid. Switch to Avid. Okay, reconfiguring. And I can't afford to burn at 220. 145. So this is the tricky thing. This guy records at high-end formats. It's gonna burn space. 36 megabits a second. Okay, which I'm hoping will support 30 frames a second. Battery's 8 volts. Battery's fully charged. Where's all the menus here? What's all this? Ninja 3? Ninja... Oh boy, it's letting me change the name of this thing. Okay, ninja, it's the Ninja 2. Just, we'll leave it there. Sound settings. Oh, line out level. Turn that down. We're not having a line out right now. It has a microphone input, so that's good. I still don't know what this battery on the side does. Button on the side does. Where's the rest of it? Time code, whatever. Batteries, no input. DX NHD 36. I thought I was gonna find more stuff in here. Like, where's false color? Okay, so the idea with this guy is I'm gonna plug this cable into my Nikon right now. If I said it once, I said it a million times. The Nikon's timer and its inability to tell me when it has failed to record is really expletiving me in my expletive. To add insult to injury, it won't feed the computer and HDMI at the same time. So I have to turn off the computer live view. I won't be able to tell. I said I have to turn off computer live view. Oh, I can't turn off computer live view while it's recording. That's just great. Good thing we have 2 angles going on here. So let's just go ahead and cut the recording. Now let's turn live view off. It should send an HDMI signal now. Monitor. There it is. It looks bluish and crappy. Calibrate. That looks like it should reset. Okay, that's gonna take some tinkering with, because that looks very, those colors look brutal. Well, there I am, back. Hopefully those aren't the colors that it's gonna record. Please tell me that's not color grading. Oh, menu, okay, menu. Ah, now we have stuff. Ninja info, date, time, whatever, scene, whatever, display options, input color correction, none. Audio meter, orientation, there's power off. That's all we get in the menu. I thought this thing had false colors. I was hoping for false color. Oh, there it is. Okay, so what this does is it gives you this graph that lets you show what your exposure is like. So the idea is my face is supposed to be in the gray pink. Okay, so I've already, except for the windows in the background, my exposure's good. So not worried about that. Oh, get out. Oh, geez, it's stuck on now. Okay, turn it off. Ah, that's focus. Those red blues is supposed to tell me what is in and out of focus, kind of. So if I go like this, okay, well, maybe not. Turn that off. Turn this off. Turn that all off. Oh yeah. I'm getting caught up in tinkering with this thing. In order to actually use it, it needs some form of hard drive. And that's what this is about. This is the little caddy they give you. USB 3.0 or 2.0. Hot swap caddy. Or no, that's the reader. This is the caddy. So I have to mount a little hard drive in here, like a laptop hard drive. It gives you some battery adapters. I can adapt a Canon battery to this, or a Nikon EL15 battery to this. Those I don't think come stock in the kit. Whoever owned this before wanted those adapters. It came with an AC adapter. Oh, that's not okay. You take for granted being able to run your hardware off AC power until you start buying gear that doesn't have AC power. And I could just plug this in right now, snap it into battery 2, and then here is the charger. Gonna need that because it's the only thing that that's only, this AC adapter is hardwired onto there, so that's not gonna do me. Okay, it doesn't come with an AC adapter for the charger. Input 12 to 24 volts. I got 12 volt adapters coming out of my butt. So that's not a deal breaker. That's just fine. Car charger though, might come in handy. I'm taking everything out of the box that I'm going to be needing for the next while. All right, so I have to get a hard drive installed into this thing. I forgot that this camera's not turned on. Okay, well, live view's turned off, so I can turn it back on. It should be recording now, and it should still be, yeah, outputting, despite the fact. I'm gonna go check. Yes, the Nikon is indeed recording. Now, I gotta get a drive installed into this. To do that, I need to find a drive. Oh, I got a 40 gig Intel right here. What's on it? I don't know. Let's try the card reader. Is it detecting? Computer hasn't beeped. And scan for hardware changes. And once that's done, I might have to go to disk management. Okay, well, this isn't working. Okay, well, you know what? Screw it. I remember what I was using this drive for. I was using it to do Windows installs, which means there's nothing important on there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shuck it into this machine and format it. That fits well. What's going on here? These holes line up poorly, sir. Oh, maybe you have to have the lid on first too. Okay, yes, it's a nice little cartridge. Not too tight now, not too tight. We're breaking new ground here, bud. Man, the colors on this monitor really look ugly. It's so out of calibration. Okay, so now this is a hard drive caddy that's supposed to, ooh, this thing's getting warm. You're just supposed to be able to slap that in there. Which way does it go? Does it go this way? Oh, well, we got halfway in. This caddy's a bit sloppy. It doesn't seem to want to go into that way at all. Okay, yeah, it definitely Definitely this way, some way, somehow. Caddy is, looks like, yeah, it's in there tight now. So let's go back to the main menu, and we have record and we have play now. All right, so let's press record, and it is recording. And hi, my name's Irrelevant, and this is me on the Nikon Z50 recording out the Atomos recorder for the first time. How does it look, sir? How does it look? I don't know. Let's press stop, and then let's press play. Oh, has to do a whole other boot up sequence. What is this? Scene 1, shot 1, take 1. Okay, that's interesting. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one of these incorrectly sent to me HDMI cables, and I'm gonna plug it into my little portable monitor right here, because this portable monitor is more color calibrated than this thing is. So theoretically, this thing also has an HDMI pass-through, so if I plug this into here, I should get display on here. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Play. What is the HDMI output on this thing? Not work? Let's go back to get out of here. Go back to monitor. Okay. It's seeing me do things. Why do I have no display here though? It's doing something. I gotta screw around with this thing. Display options. So you tell me, oh, wait, there's a record button. Okay, I'm recording again. That's nice. Stop. Okay, so that's good. Or you're recording without display. Okay, that's fine. Stop. But how in her do I go about not support? Oh, not support. Well, I wonder what it's trying to output to this, that it's not support. Here's support. No movies. Boot, sources, EFI. Oh boy, there's like all sorts of weird stuff in here. Okay, well, I don't know how that works then. I guess it doesn't. I guess we won't bother with this then. Just no bother. So let's see, how do we get this out now? Pull this cartridge. I think this is an eject button. And I don't know that whatever format this recorded as, I'm going to be able to read on the computer, if I can even get the computer running. This computer is very busy right now. It's formatting one hard drive. It's doing a scan on another hard drive. I might not be able to read this on this computer right now. Nope. For whatever reason. And I am intensely curious now. So I'm going to have to stop and pause all this and go and review this on my actual computer. So the footage recorded at 40 megabits a second. It says 36. Yeah, it hit tape at about 40 megabits, probably because it's doing 30 frames a second. It looks like ass. It looks worse than what the Nikon does. So that's not gonna work for me. It's always an adventure when you buy used equipment. The colors looked correct though. What options does ProRes have? Because that's the one that always comes up. HQ 422. Those are all 10-bit color profiles. That's the thing. I'd have to Google what those actually do, because it doesn't say right off the bat what. I think the minimum this thing can do, ProRes, is 100 megabits a second. Let's go back to AV in here, and let's codec profile. Let's try 145. That's gonna be hitting the tape hard, man. Wow, those colors are ugly. What is your major malfunction? What's this button do? That resets it to stock. So that's the stock profile it says it is. Too much blues. A little bit too much green. That looks a bit better. Anyway, recording at 145 megabits now. How does it look? The camera itself is still recording. Let's do a split screen. Oh. You aren't gonna suck, are you? 145 megabits a second. That's that thing does 145 at 4K. I could record at 4K if I wanted to burn that much bit rate. I don't want to burn that much bit rate. Oh boy, is there some sort of setting I need to set to make 36 work for me? Oh boy. Son, I am encountering a situation of suspiciousness. Suspiciousness. So, DNxHD 145 looks pretty good. Nikon does the same image quality at only 24 megabits a second, whereas this one has to burn over 100. I guess not all things are created equal. This is an older unit. Maybe it's not as good as the newer units, but that's... I don't want to burn that much data rate for that freaking derp. All because Nikon has crap timer. And then I tried to put the files into Vegas, and the Vegas didn't recognize them. Maybe I have to download and install a codec. DNxHD isn't known for its open sourcedness. I'm gonna try ProRes. It said that this played 422 in the center is their general quality. LT is their lowest quality. HQ is their highest. So ProRes 422. Why am I not getting something suspicious here? Why can I not record? Oh, the hard drive wasn't completely seated. All right. So, we're recording in ProRes. I also found the colors coming off the Nikon might just be a little bit better. I gotta give Nikon one thing. They are known for their legendary compression. They are known for being able to do on camera what other people, Canon users, have to shoot RAW and put through Photoshop to be able to do. I was worried about the bit rates of this machine because it is more a RAW recorder compared to others. Storage will be a bitch. So, anyway, this is ProRes normal. Let's stop it. Let's go back. Let's go ProRes LT. It's supposed to be the smallest version. And now let's record in ProRes LT. Hi, ProRes LT. How do you look? Now, the issue with the DNxHD 36 might be related. I think 36 is supposed to be for 24 frames a second. It is said that if you don't match your frame rate, stuff might look funny. I'm working in 30. I'm not doing cinematic stuff, and maybe some of the more intricate things that I do would benefit from 30 frames a second. Maybe I need to go down to 24 to save space now. All right. Now I'm gonna go look at what this looks like and see if quite possibly my Sony Vegas is gonna, or it's not Sony Vegas, it's Magix Vegas now, version 16. Let's go see if it'll support it. All right, the official verdict. The official verdict. DNxHD can go arse itself. ProRes LT looks as good as DNx 145 to my... it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. ProRes LT looks like it's going to be able to do the job that I do, to capture my mug for this purpose. And it burns at about a rate of 80 megabits a second, so I'm still quite prolifically scotching up my data rate, my burn rate, my... Oh my god, here we go. I'm going to start burning through hard drive even faster because I'm not already burning through hard drive at a rate of 1 terabyte a month. I guess we're just going to have to up that game. I guess we're just going to have to pump those numbers up. No more rookie numbers for me. Here we go. We're going full send now. But at least with this little guy, I no longer have to freaking worry about the timer. It will just run. As long as it has battery power and hard drive space. However, I'm probably going to need a bigger hard drive than this because, well, 40 gigabytes is lots if you're recording at 24 megabits a second. But now to do a minimum of 2 hours of footage, I'm going to need more than that. I'm not going to do the math right now, but I think you get the picture. That's okay. This thing uses standard 2.5 inch hard drives, like laptop hard drives. I have a ton of the friggin' things. I got a Western Digital 250 sitting there. I've got a Seagate 320. Someone just gave me a Toshiba 750. I still have to put it through the gamut of tests there to find out, but a 750 is not crapping out anytime soon. That's gonna run a long time. And yeah, so direct to disk, if you will. I won't be able to transfer off the disk to the computer that fast, but it's still going to be faster than an SD card. And well, I have the patience for an SD card as it stands right now. So I guess, yeah, I guess that's it. The Atomos Ninja 2. I'm gonna buy some batteries for it. It uses generic Sony type batteries, $30 for a 2-pack. I just can't use live view on my computer on my Nikon anymore because it'll cut off this feed. Let's see. Oh, watch this. This is going to be great. What's this? Where is it? Live view. Turn it on. Oh, yeah. You could probably hear me audio, but the recorder just went dark. All right, close off live view. Recorder's back, and it started automatically recording all over again? Or was it recording the whole time? Oh, I don't know. Let's do a little sync click. All right. So this has been a very monumental day because now I shouldn't be having any of the problems I was having before. I was having all sorts of problems between the timers and crappy quality cameras. And then this is going to unexpletive one of the biggest problems I'm having with my Nikon. I'm going to be able to monitor and I'm going to be able to record continuously. One of these days, I'm bound to release a scathing review of the Z50. Great camera, amazing picture quality. Hell, the 25 megabits a second, it's awesome what it does at only 25 megabits a second data rate. This thing can't do 4K, but that's okay. Not doing 4K yet. But I think that's enough for today. I need to go and learn more about this equipment that I have and start putting it to use. Cut.